Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. To the air. It's Ewers. Quickly to the tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Now the play fake. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Offense lining up quickly.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
The Longhorns get enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Back to pass, it's Ewers. It's complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Texas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. The run from the shotgun. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Number 23.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Coming after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. The corners are walked up tight. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The give is to Miller. And they pick up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now it's so tough. Do you want to stack up the middle? Fine. We'll run it outside. Get the 1st down. Really tough to stop.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Got his man in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Got a big paw on it, and the tip drill pick. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And how about that that play by this defense, reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes the handoff. It's Blue. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Lofts one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play, the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Pulled and finds his man on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Can anyone catch him? And he's brought down after a huge completion.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the